If you're doing any type of business or investments, you're gonna make mistakes. And the goal is to avoid as much as you can by learning from other people.
Life in real estate is like chessboard. It's not about making all the right moves. The person who wins the ones that makes the least amount of mistakes. How do you handle tenants that don't pay? My name is Ashot and Vaz, and I'm a real estate investor.
And I'm Vaz. There's multiple strategies that we have when tenants are not paying us rent. One of the strategies what we do is we go up to the tenant and be like, hey, we'll pay you money to move out to another place. We'll actually try to work them out, because one of the things I tell them, like, it's better for me to pay you money versus paying a lawyer, because lawyer takes time. There's no point. If we can negotiate between us as an adult, it's easier this way. That's one of the strategies. Second strategy is the legal. Basically, you hire a lawyer that would need a rental license to do that. What other ways are we handling?
So, I mean, there's two ways, honestly. So one is if they wanted to say, okay, no problem, give me a couple of weeks, I'll move out. Or if they don't budge, then we go to the lawyer. In 2 months, they're out either way. So many stories about how it actually worked out well for us, because the truth be told, I'd rather pay you more. Like, we would offer 2,000, 3,000. Sometimes we would even offer up to like $4,000 for somebody to move out, because time is of the essence. I have a construction crew that's waiting. Like, that 2 months is going to cost me way more than $4,000, right? If you buy a property, say with hard money lender of like $500,000, so every month is $5,000 for you just on interest alone, plus all the renovation that you could have done and rented it out for like $2,000. Now these guys are not even paying you $500. We would offer $4,000 or $5,000 for them to move out, and still they would be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. I haven't been paying rent. You just bought this property, you're offering me money. Absolutely. It's not about like, I have to make sure I win every dollar. Speed is the name of the game for us. So we've done that, and it's been very successful.
Yeah, some people actually didn't believe us were gonna pay them, because like, I haven't been paying rent. Why would you pay me to move out? And remember, like, one lady's like, you gotta give me cash on the day like I'm moving out, because one time we wrote a check out, they didn't believe us it would actually go through. So then we had to go withdraw the money, give them cash, because it's like, it's too good to be true. Nobody does that. But for us, time is money. So the faster you can turn around, renovate the place, put a good tenant inside, refinance on the property faster,
Passive income.
value of the property goes up. There's so many things. But one of the funny stories is
It's
actually
funny now.
It's funny now. I didn't know it was illegal to do. What I did is, the tenant was not paying electric bill, like water, nothing. So I was like, you know what? Why am I paying? So I just turned off the water, until I realized it was illegal to do.
Yeah, we almost ran into big trouble for that. But we were able to move them out.
Yeah, you just gotta know that even if a tenant is not paying your rent, you cannot turn off the water or electric.
Yeah, even if they're not paying their own electricity or something like that,
Yeah.
like we're not allowed to do that. So, you know, we make a couple of mistakes. We're not going to sit here and pretend like we're perfect landlords or anything like that. I mean, that was probably our second property or something like that. But it is what it is. We got through it and we're here. The biggest takeaway from turning somebody's water illegally is probably you shouldn't do it, number one. Number two is they can really sue you and go after you if they hire a proper lawyer. Thank God that didn't happen to us. You know, they were trying to hire a lawyer saying we turn it off. We kind of denied it after we made some phone calls, you know, to our attorneys and stuff like that. And they said, are you kidding me? So we just kind of denied it and said it wasn't us. We weren't sure what happened. Maybe a valve broke off, or we'll try to play it off, and it worked. They moved out because they were tired of living in a house with no water. It was probably like 4 or 5 days. Definitely don't recommend it. Trust us, it's not a good idea to do that. The best way is probably, if they not budging and not leaving, just hire an attorney and just go legal way. There's a little bit of Armenian immigrants in us that would probably trying to do it the smart way, but it turned out to be not really smart.
You just have to learn from other people's mistakes. That's what clever people do. We were smart by not doing this again, but clever people, they just learn from us. That's why we say, what are the good things we did? What are the bad things we did? Because, like, to be honest, if you're doing any type of business or investments, you're going to make mistakes. And the goal is to avoid as much as you can by learning from other people. And this is why we're here, is to share knowledge, as much as information that we have. Some of the information, we have to actually think about it and go back and see, like, what else happened.
Life in real estate is like chessboard. It's not about making all the right moves. It's the person who wins the ones that makes the least amount of mistakes. You know, that's what we're here for. Hopefully, there'll be some takeaways for you guys. If you like this video or you shut off somebody's water, please share that video with them, like and subscribe.